Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yes, maybe. Let me try to do a testing of it, make sure everything works right. You would think, oh, you should have done this before you started. You know what? I should have done testing. Oh well. Part 2 of me trying to work on this Gabumon picture. 1 second here. Briefly going to turn this screen off and on. So, oh yes, interesting. Yes. Okay, fully charged. Good. Ah, darn it. Wires everywhere. Anyways, last time over here, though, all I did was just did more on the fur part over here, on top of the head, near the horn area, and so forth, as well expand the base coloring, which will be this grayish blue. I haven't got around to actually testing out a style I wanted on for the horn, but I did look at some people's interpretation of Gabumon, or at least the real looking ones, though, which tends to differ on people's interpretation of realism. But for the most part, though, the horn does have an organic look to it. It's not like it's metal coating on, despite what it shows on some anime and such, having a very metallic shine a few episodes, which is definitely something, considering certain forms, evolved forms, does have metal parts, considering it's, well, ends up being a cyborg wolf over here. And that's one thing also that slightly confuses me about Digimon, or at least when it comes to certain ones, though. It's like, well, we have this lizard wearing a fur coat based off of a werewolf, though, and a bigger wolf. It's clearly a reptile, though. And then, of course, he changes into a canine in almost all its forms. Oh well. Apparently, when you get data and such, you can rearrange it, the furniture, so to speak. Anyways, going back to the horn over here, though. So after man, this squeaky chair. So after looking it up though and seeing it's supposed to get it though, I want to figure out how I'm going to do this though. So that means I'm going to change it up a bit though, so it won't be this jaggedness though, but it will have enough to resemble it though. Maybe see how would I do that though? Do I do it like a layering? Hmm. So how many? Speaking about layers, how many layers I got right now? 18. One thing about this program, as mentioned before, it's other videos there. That of course, the bigger your image, the less layers you would have though. Like if I was to go over here, of course this will be at an angle though. I explain why that is. If I go to new sketch show, you can see right here though there's a number, which says 58 though. So that means I can only go at max is 58 layers though. I know some art programs, I want to say unlimited though, but I don't have those art programs. The default screen, which is the top one though, which in this video though will be to the far left at an angle. That's the default for the device I'm using though, but I can still change the thing though with the layer still showing though, or I can just pre-select some of these. Anyway, so going to the layers, so what I'm going to have to do is just go make a layer, but since it's going to be below the area, let's see, that's the eyeball. I should have really marked this out. Okay, so let's see. We're going to go back and forth though. And like all videos there that involves mobile devices though, there may be some lagging going on here and there, some slight distortions in the video because despite the device being right next to the PC receiving the signal though, it sometimes distorts though, or it'll say, you lost connection. I think you're right there. Yeah, but we lost connection. So bye bye. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to look up real quick. I want to see how they did theirs though. So we can go ahead and go for an organic look. I need to quickly look over here how they did it though. So let's see here. Okay, this one looks like it's got a more metallic look to it. Once again, though, when it comes to certain video game creatures, there, especially the Mons, aka Pokemon or Digimon, they'll have their interpretation of it. Sometimes with Digimon, they'll try to get as close as they can to the source, while Pokemon tends to have a unique look, though, in which some realistic artists, though, will try to make them strangely something else. Like one that does a Scyther, though, ended up looking more like a dinosaur with sickle arms instead of a giant praying mantis with said sickle arms. Regardless, I still do not want to be anywhere near anything that has arms that are sickles. Okay. Okay, so it's going to be kind of yellowish, though, so I'm thinking way too much of this now. So let's see here. I remember when I first got this program, though, a couple of years ago now. Wow, it's had been 2 years after this recording. They used to have the Copic, or was it Copic? They used to have the other colorization, but apparently, you know you have to get permission from the company who came up with that. So when this, so when Sketchbook separated itself from Autodesk, I think unfortunately or so, anyways, they no longer have access to that. So now you have your typical color wheel. So I have to guess on what color I want to pick this as. With a darker base. Okay. Yep. Okay, maybe that one. Yeah. Move this away. Maybe I should have made it just a little bit darker. Not too dark like it's pitch black, but. And like usual, there will be no music or anything like that because, copyright people will be on the hunt for those. So you get to listen to my horrible voice. Question is, do I want to make it look like damaged in some way? There's been some cases though, well actually two cases though, where I was first working on doing horns there for characters though. One was for somebody's dragon. I just added a little wear and tear, so to speak, there, so it has a slight little crack in it. They're like, oh well, they've probably been in some fight or got caught in a tree or something. So if I'm going to go organic though, I can make it like there's some wear on this. I'm not gonna make it look like it was in a bloody fight though. Probably more like let's see. If it's more like organic though, it would be continuously growing though, so it probably has some wear on that. So yeah. Okay, wait. Uh, so for right now, I'm going to focus on the horn part here. It's darker. I'll probably end up using 2 or 3 layers on here, and then blend it together before I add any details. This is gonna be fun, I guess. I'm not sure. Mhm. So I'm making it like, oh, forget that part. I'm going to make it to where it's got some wear on it. Okay, so let me just do it this way instead. Because I forgot this is going to be a big image, and I don't want to keep resizing the brush every few seconds. Okay. Oops. Yeah, maybe not oops right at the moment. Yeah, let's put most of the effects on there. Can make adjustments accordingly. Mm-hmm. Dot, 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 dot. What I'm gonna do, I'll just go ahead and just add all this though, and then put the, I guess, detailing on after I'm done with it. Ah, perfect. Oh wait, they add some white in there, or some white lighter coloring. There, perfect. I'm done. Or am I? Squeaky chair. I like watching some of those. One moment there, my thing keeps turning down the brightness. Oh no, you don't. Fine. Let's do it this way. Why do you turn down? There we go. It's like I said, trying to say though. I like looking at some of those videos there where people just throw splotches or whatever though, and then try to create something out of that. I know people's been doing that for decades and such. You'd be like, abstract art. No, not even started yet. But I think I might actually have to change the size of this brush. Let's see, 14. Let's go 10 more. So make it okay. Okay, maybe I should have went bigger. Not exactly a technique I recently learned. I've been working on this alongside with the fur effects or hair, one of the two. Okay. Hmm. Try to blend it up here, just slowly enough. I can make it look like one of those type of horns that has like an ivory effect to it, though. It's gonna be different shades of yellow and whitish colors, though. Hmm. Now let's shape it up some more. Also, though, I haven't figured out where I'm gonna have the shadows added, though. Like the light source. That way, can we get a little bit more detail, though, or at least add to the realism, though. I know I haven't really added any shadow effects. I'm also speaking about shadow effects and such. Almost done looking up about how to do the eyes there to make it look like he's wearing a costume, though. Okay. Of course, I'm doing this all in one layer too. Let's see here. That's interesting. People have different ways to do certain effects, though, and sometimes the different ways end up having the same results. Let's put some darker coloring here. Okay. This Once again, I do like this program though because it does change the coloration based on how long you leave it on there. Though, like this is the same color. It's not like each dot's going to be the exact same color like if it was a paint program. The longer you put on there, the darker it gets. I know some programs will tend to have better results than this, but hey. Okay. Once again, still all in one layer. Make sure to blend it up enough though, so you won't have these awkward circles here. Let's see, what if I do this? It gives like a paintbrush effect though, so it's going to look a little messy. Of course, I'm going to have to keep changing this though, work away though, because I don't want to end up looking like somebody peeled a banana and stuck it on a dog's head. Well, Fighter likes the banana one. Mm-hmm. Take care of the outline later though. Actually, I could take care of it now. Since I already got the basic shape. Since I already have the basic shape. So we'll do this. Keep the same color background. The only bad thing about this is if I decide to actually add a background, I'm going to have to cut around that. Okay. Okay, a little bit over here. It's unnoticeable, is it? Yeah, it's totally noticeable. There you go. Now I can do this. We'll make it more yellow here shortly. Feel like a little bit right here, like it just recently broken off. Like, oh man, it got caught in the fence or something. I got itchy nose again. One moment. Now, technically, Gabumon usually has more like a spear type horn, though, so it's going to be more wider at the bottom and almost to a point, well, on top. But like I said, I want to make it look like kind of broken in some accident. Like, oops, that happened. Mm. Sometimes I like using that eraser though because it gives out the soft edges. Though, let's see here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a broken look though. Because I have my eraser so small when compared to the size of this canvas, though, it looks like it's just a tiny little dot. So I'll have to zoom in though, so if anybody wants to see it, they can see the slight difference there. Okay, there we go. Now I got the general shape of it. I still have an itchy nose. Why does this always happen? Why is it like whenever you try to focus on something, suddenly something on your eye, your brow or your face, or it starts itching? Like I'm concentrating on this, but why? Because that's how things work. Okay, let's see here. I don't want it super bright though, so it's gonna kind of mute it in a way, darkened. I'm gonna pause every few seconds though, because I'm trying to look at the photos there, references. At least ones that actually looks good, not something that looks like somebody threw dirt in it and photocopied it. Ah, yes, this is clearly this picture. Nope, wrong one. Okay, so it's slightly brighter yellow than that. Right now, it looks like I peeled a banana still. Yes, I'm using the hairbrush effect for this. So let's try this. Originally, I wanted some of these not to be adjusted to the sizes, though, but after a while, it's like, I already know what sizes I usually use, so So now I'm starting to just go ahead and change it up a bit. One moment, I have to sneeze. And no one wants to hear that. Ugh. And sneezing is done. Ah, yes, people driving all over the place in the background. Because why not? Wrong one. Switch over. So every once in a while, I'm going to be looking on my screen, so they'll be pausing on that, on me moving. That way I can see what I'm doing here. I mean, I can see what I'm doing, but when compared to the screen I'm looking at here. Thinking about maybe I should have made this a little bit darker though. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. While I'm doing this, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do the design on it though. Since a lot of them, if not all of them, has that etching looking digital look to it though. I want to try something here, but it's going to require another layer. Dark, darker, darker. Tell me if I forgot to turn the light again. Can I use this? Mm-hmm. These are the guys. Don't want to make it too soft though, so it's going to be using this eraser. I would use a straight one though and get over with though, but then it just looks kind of tacky though because I want to have some slight wearness though, so I don't want to be just straight up cut it, so to speak. I remember was it one of the horns that I did on somebody's character, the same dragon one I mentioned earlier, was to come up with an idea of how to make a spiral type horn though. And I didn't even look up really much on tutorials there. I just kept tossing colored layers and layers though, and then twisted it that way. Came out okay though. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Make that a little curved. Mm-hmm. This is not shading though. I mean, it looks like shading. That's just me adding Kind of like this though. By using this hairbrush, though, I can add this texture though. I should have done something about that notification. Good thing I don't have the computer sounds turned on. The thing that should be picking up is my voice. My lovely voice. Okay, we'll use this other texture brush. This might be a little too dark though, so I'm gonna have to lighten it up. Tell out a bad joke. Oh wait, that one lights me. Okay. The fun part now is to go back over here. Well, I can barely see what I did. Okay, copy, paste. Do a little stretching here, there. Oh, I gotta draw over it now. You can definitely see how much of the tip I erased there. Do something like this. Okay, so let's see how we'll do this. Reduce it down a little bit more. Ah, my arm. Do, do, do. Click, 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 click. More clicking. Set on fire! No! Yeah, that one is more like a. You think it'd be more artwork up? This character has a real looking one though, but nope. Agumon it is, or the actual evolved form of Gabumon. Because people like canines apparently a little bit more than Liz trying to pretend to be canines. I'm pretty sure there's some out there that was like, oh yeah, by the way, here this is. Okay, allow this artwork shows straight line, straight but a dip in the line, straight line, jagged line, straight line with a jaggedness upwards. Yeah, most of these patterns on these horns are from the official artwork. It's the exact same patterns. Hmm. I wonder if that's a must, or can it be just lines that's slightly different? Gonna take my moment here though, because I want to. Huh. Almost all these lines are the same thing though. The official ones, though, not the fan art versions. Wow, I'm gonna get tired of that stupid notification. Okay, notification, you need to be quiet. Okay, one moment. I gotta go and get something. So I'm gonna put myself on mute and be right back. I'm gonna do something here though. See how well this works. Instead of making it jagged, though, I'm gonna make it a little bit rounder here. Ah, squeaky jacket. I don't know how I'm gonna do it like this. Let's see how this works. I'll probably make the design like about 2 different layers, not counting the outline though. The outline from the original sketch, that is. Let's see here. How many layers does that make so far? 25. So I can still do double that now. Also, sorry for the lack of talking. Somebody keeps talking to me though, so I don't want to have their voice being picked up too. So once again, sorry for the lack of any other sounds of entertainment though. Anyway, so far this is looking pretty good though. Also, there I do want. I'm going to go ahead and make it look like it's kind of carved into the horn though, but not actually like to the point where like somebody went and took a drill and said, you know what, we'll make a design on horn of this dog over here. So instead of having like a stencil or just lines there, I want to make it look like it's actually part of the horn. So that's what I'm doing right now. Something I haven't really done before, so I'm not going to be talking much as I'm going to try to focus on this. Also, right now, I'm just freehanding this to them. I'm not even looking at a reference of people who did similar. So, let's see how this turns out regardless. So. Hold on, I gotta do something real quick again. So this might take about a minute or so. Be right back. Ah, 15 minutes left over here. Sorry about that though. Distractions. Okay, I'll just keep this on mute while I'll finish the rest of this. Though I'll probably do one more line, and that should be enough for the 15 minutes. Only got 13 minutes left. Also, I gotta remind myself to clean up this top over here that my computer's on, because there's ants over here for some reason. I know, it's just a random thing, I'm just saying. Okay, let's see how this looks like without the background line. Okay, zooming out. Let's see how this looks like. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, it looks okay though. I might actually work on this off of video though. So if I do it, well, I'm pretty sure there will be a part 3 at least though. But the next time on the next video though, if it looks like there's some stuff that's been added though, probably because I was working around on it to make it look more better than what it is. So just a heads up. That way, I'll also try to get some of this stuff done faster, instead of me just talking and just pausing every few seconds. But so far, this looks pretty good. Wait, which layer was that one? Is this layer? It was this layer. Okay, I need to erase this part because it's distraction right here. Huh. Actually, it doesn't look too bad though. Of course, I'll fix this edging over here though. This right here, you can see this white line because that one brush I mentioned is supposed to be more like oil paint brush, so you'll have the pseudo oil effect to it though. In a way, that's what kind of this horn looks like though. It looks like a part of an oil painting. Okay, one more line and that should be about it. Not 100% sure on this one. Okay, let's see here. I might change this up though before the next video here. Nah, too thick. Well, it looks decent though. I might have to realign it after all. Hmm. Okay, it's probably just be under an hour though, but hmm, let's see. I think I might make it rounder off on the sides over here though. Although that'll probably be one of the things I'll do off of video as well though. But I think that's about it though. I'll just do the rest also off of video as well though. Make some slight variants so there won't be one-to-one based off the actual official art. Okay, let's get a nice lovely screen over here. Leave that on for a few seconds. Anyways, that should be a decent thumbnail, I guess. Well, I want to end it here though, and probably do some more testing on the horn. So if the design actually does change by the next time I get back on, then you know why. Anyways, that is it for this little part 2 of the fan art for the Digimon Go Gabumon there. I'll be back, I don't know when, with a part 3 though, with some slight edits here though to make it more thing. So other than the horn, the only thing that's left is the ear tassels, whatever you want to call it though, as well as trying to come up with an idea of how to do its actual quote skin. It says it's supposed to be more reptilian. And that is it though. Be back next time. Thanks for watching this though, and be sure to look at the other video though of me doing this for part 1. Later.